Hey everyone, I am Rev Johane. I'm so delighted today to speak to you in a wonderful subject. The subject that I have on today is teamwork. Why is teamwork? Because teamwork is important. For some of you, depending where you live, you may not know what is teamwork means. Teamwork, according to data's definition, teamwork is cooperative or coordinated effort on the part of a group of persons acting together as a team or in the interest of a common cause. Teamwork is so vital when you have business such as organization, uh, such as church, factory, offices. So a good teamwork allow you to work beautifully, uh, allow you to increase, allow you to create uh, more and more and more job. But with a lousy teamwork, you feel like a small business is enough because as it has too much uh, headache problem. So, but with a wonderful teamwork around you, willing to work, willing to support you, you feel like the more you have, the more you want to have. And that is how it is important that to have a wonderful teamwork. Teamwork is important because teamwork brings increase, beauty, quality, and the quality and serenity to the whole and to the entire organization. But without serenity, you feel like there is no a sense of peace. A sense you feel like you're missing uh, the peace that you need to create. You feel like you're lacking. So all that requires vision. You need a vision to have a good quality. You need a vision to have uh, beauty. You need vision to have serenity because vision requires vision. Vision empower you to have empower you to have to work to perform very well, to perform in a high uh, range because sometimes if you do not have the vision, you feel like you don't see things in a proper way, the way you're supposed to see them. You see things kind of you're looking at them, but it seems like they are in a puzzle, in a puzzle where you're looking at them, but you don't know which one exactly to pick up first. But when you have vision, vision allows you to to flow perfectly. You cannot know way ahead which one should be first and which one should be next. And that is the reason why that Proverbs 29 verse 18 says that without vision people perish. The reason why they perish because they're lacking. It seems like there are obscurity all around. It seems like they don't know where they're going. They don't see where they're gonna put the feet. They don't have no path. They don't see the path. So that is why it's important that when you're planning to have a business, you must planning to have a good teamwork too. Teamwork Teamwork is a base. Is a base in some sort of way that you need to take time to form the base. You may or you may not just have a good teamwork suddenly. No, it's may not because every individual there they have different character, different perspective. But if you want to work in the one that had and the one who have low character, low integrity, but you have to kind of embrace them just the way you embrace the perfect one as a father. A father, a good father, don't see do not don't see the inferiority. He sees it, but he doesn't want the other person knows that so and so is a failure. So and so is lower than you. Although that the father cannot know so and so lack some certain things. But as a great father, you don't want to express yourself in a way or to act in a way where the other individual that have who have the great character, the great integrity, kind of know that oh, so and so is bad. You have to know how to play the game, to know how to blend everything together in a proper way where you do not have to create trouble for the others because you are there as a father, as a leader in a way that to impact the weak, impact the least, impact the one who are already the one who already has everything. That person still need support from you as the leader, as the father. So you are there. As a leader, you have some kind of knowledge, you have some kind of wisdom wisdom in revelation a little bit more than everybody who that you are in charge. Your vision must more higher, and as it is, you are there to impact everyone, the weak and the strong and the strongest. So you have to know how you should act, and you have to know how to embrace even the least. Don't you think because so and so who is in the group, his or her character is kind of frail, you may think that, oh, I do not need so and so, but you do need so and so. The reason why you need so and so because the so and so although that he or she is frail, but You need it for some reason. You never know, because this is the reason why that God created the 5 fingers in each hand. So don't you think that there is a job the little finger, the pinky finger can do, the middle finger cannot do it. You need that little pinky finger. Even in the computer, if you know how, if you use computer, there are things in the computer, there are keys in the computer. Although you have some fingers that are longer, but they cannot do the job of the pinky finger can do. So it is very important to know that you need to cherish, you need to embrace the pinky finger as well as the thumb, you know. So you need everybody. So if you want to make if you want to make a great, if you want to empower, if you want to make a great impact, you have to know how to play the game. You have to know how to play the game, because you don't want to uh, mistreat the little pinky finger because you know she is little, or because you know he she is inferior. No, you have to embrace everybody at a level that you need to embrace them, because your job as the leader is to love them, is to love them. Why you have to love them? Because you are the leader. You have more than them. Oh, I mean, the things that you know they don't know it. It will take them time to know it. So when they know it, they will become better. And that was the reason why that in God was so upset with Moses, because he caused them rebellions. Oh, God, Jesus was so upset. The fact that he called them inferior, although that you know that they may be inferior or they are inferior, you better know how to train them as the leader, a good leader, a wonderful teacher, a wonderful leader. Don't tell his teamwork or his co-worker they are inferior, they are inferior, they are failure. No, you have to see, although they are, they are, they have they are failure, they are inferior, but you have to see the best in them. You have to see the best, and you have to do whatever it takes to bring forth the best in them. And then it will take time, but you will, if you really want to work it out. You will, because can you imagine, for instance, in a car, in a car, in the battery, the engine and the battery to capsule. So in the battery, there is positive and there is negative. So you would think the positive one will say that it doesn't need the negative one. They match together. Without one, you cannot have the other. So you need everybody in your team to have an effective teamwork, because when you start an organization, you don't want to start an organization to stay low at the same, I mean, years after years. You have to view yourself. You have to have a new perspective, as though you are growing, you are making progress, you want to go farther, you want to so above. But sometimes you need everyone efforts to make that happen. You need everyone's effort to make it happen, because your goal is to do something, something beautiful, something wonderful. A leader has knowledge more to the people that are around him, but a leader, despite of how much knowledge you have, despite of how much strength you have, you need somebody around you to help you, or even to teach, even to express yourself. Because if you keep on doing everything by yourself, you will find yourself soon or later arid, very dry, because you do too much, too much, too much. You have to kind of slow down and to let somebody help you, and let them help you in a way where they can become strong, where they can become participate in what you're doing. And in case something happen, some leaders, they want to do everything. Well, you want to do everything, go ahead. Go ahead, but sooner or later you will pay the consequences in many ways. You will pay the consequences in a way if you say no one is there to support you, no one is there to step over. And then and there is weakness, there is sickness, you never know when you're gonna get sick. But if you're sick, who's gonna help you? Who's gonna help you? Is it to have a great teamwork? A great teamwork, communication must evolve, because if you never takes time to communicate with your teamwork, they will not know what to do. Some leaders expect everything to flow properly without teaching anybody anything, without saying anything. But if they do not know what should take place, what must take place, I mean, they will not know. You, as a leader, you have to kind of create time to let them know this is how I want it to be. This is how you must do it. Then you teach them little by little, they will get there. Some leaders do not have patience, do not have patience to do anything. But if you do not have patience, you will find some people that you really, really need to train. It is your job to train them, because they are daddies. And if for some reason they come to your feet, you don't know why they come. Probably Jesus sent them. But that person, you are too blessed. It is your job. It was your job to transform that person. It was your job to mold that person. But here you are, because of your temper, and then you just throw that person away without doing anything. You will pay the price. You will pay the price. You know, you will pay the price. So when you have, when you take time to dialogue with your group, I mean, everybody kind of in one accord. They kind of know first what you're supposed to say, what you're supposed to do. They kind of know. But when you never tell them what to do, oh, you'll be surprised to see how they're gonna walk, how they're gonna express, because there was nothing in paper, there was nothing put in plan. So you have to know, you as the leader, what your job's supposed to be. What's your job supposed to be? So let's read number numbers numbers chapter, let's see, Numbers chapter 11 verse 14 to 17. What did what did Moses says? What did Moses say? What did Moses said? You know Moses. Moses was the leader of the people of the Israelites. So it was so many people for one leader. And that is very important for a leader to have assistant and assistant, you know? Don't think that because you know what to say, you know what to do, you can do everything by yourself, because there will be a time you will have too much in your brain to do, too much in yourself, you're gonna scream. But when you have assistants, you can say, you can press your bell, call so and so for me. This is what I want you to do. This is where I want you to go. As your assistant, they are your assistant. When you send them, they must go without any question. No explicit. So your leader sent you, you must go. So what did Moses says? He said that, I want you to read it yourself because I will not take time to read verse 14 to 17, but I'm just gonna read it, say to you what it says briefly. Moses was a leader. He said, "Oh, Father, this is ridiculous in some sort of way." He said, "How come everybody keep on telling me their feelings, their problem? This is too much for me, Father. Oh no, Father, take that away from me. Who am I? Who do you think I am? For everybody keep telling me they want meat, they want this, they want that, they want that. Oh no, 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 this is too much. Take that away from me." So it was too hard for him to manage. Especially he didn't have any desire to do that at the beginning, because Jesus told him, "This is what I want you to do, this is what I command you to do." Sometimes when you have a desire at the beginning to do something, you kind of squall over it. It's because it is your desire. So Moses said, "Oh, this is so much, this is too much to manage." So that was Jesus told him that come up with the 70 people, come up with the group. He told them that okay, I understand. Sometimes the leader, as a leader, you have to have understanding why he said so. Why? So Jesus told him, "Okay, I see your point. I understand your pressure, Moses." So form a group of 70 men, the men of valor, elders. Uh, so Moses, there are people there around you. Sometimes you have to make a decision. It's not because that they are inferior, they are non-qualified, but you are the ones who have to kind of prepare them. So he got those 70 men. So they had a meeting. Did you notice about the meeting? What do they do in meeting? The meeting, what did they discuss in meeting? In the meeting, the leader of the group kind of stand up and tell the group what supposed to do, what they're supposed to do, what the job is all about. So that is why that they had the meeting. So When you have a meeting is very significant when you have an organization, because you need time to tell your group, your teamwork, what you want them to do. Because if you do not make that meeting, if you do not create the time to communicate with them, they're just gonna get lost. What you expect them to do as the leader, they will not know it. They will act oppositely because you didn't tell them ahead what to do. So meeting is important, and meeting allows the work, the group, the teamwork to emulate in the performance, because you already know how, you already tell them how they're supposed to do their job. So as a leader, you represent a father, you represent the big figure. So you have to emulate yourself, your conduct, in a good way, the way uh we if you know you're gonna be a leader, you have to follow God's example, because He was the greatest example as the leader. So you have to follow God's example to emulate other people in a way they should emulate themselves, because you don't want them to, I mean, when it's time for them to do one thing in alcohol has the teamwork, and then you'll be surprised to see how they go zigzag. So you need to you need to teach them the way that you want them to perform, because they need it. And when you do that, you help them to enhance. Not only you help them to enhance, you help your organization to enhance as well. So it's not too difficult. It just needs a little bit time to digest. Even a food, if you try to eat the food too in a hurry, or in a way where you don't chew the food the way it should be chewing, I mean the food will take too hard to digest. It just need a little bit time to work together, together as a team. That's how you call them team work. Even to the least, you don't want to leave that behind. In fact, the least one in the group, that's the one who needs more intention, because the other one kind of know, although they need your help as the leader, but they kind of know how to manage things a little bit. But the least, the one I'm talking about, right? So these people, they need your attention more, and you cannot let them aside. You cannot let them down because of their badness. So, because Jesus has the most wonderful leader, the badness, I mean, the inferior ones. So that's the one he kind of linger around more with them in a way to transform them. Well, why you want to linger around them? Because you want to transform them. Because I mean, I mean, I don't know how you see it, but who wants to be, I don't know, who wants to be staying in a high house where the job need to be done down? If you stay in a high house, you cannot reach down. You have to come a little bit down so you can touch, you can see, you can do the job in in the right way. And as a leader, you have to know what your job is. And you have to know why you're doing it. You know, why you're doing it. Because there's a reason you want to do it. And the reason why you want to do it, if if it was perfect, you don't need to be doing it because it doesn't need your help. Because that thing is already sustained and it's the person already able to sustain. That person doesn't need your help. But if you want to be a leader, you know that what the job is. What the job is. What the job is, you have to know. So when we look at Ecclesiastes, I love Ecclesiastes. I don't know if you ever read that book. I just kind of get a little bit of Ecclesiastes every now and then. But to me, I think Ecclesiastes is a wonderful book. It's a wonderful book. So what did he says in chapter 4, verse 9 to 10? It says that two is better than one. Two is better than one. Therefore, if one falls, the other one will pick him up. The other one will pick him up. And in a teamwork, it is very pivotal that you work in accord, you work in harmony, you work as a team because you need everyone's effort in case you need everyone to develop in case. So pay attention, pay attention to this. Therefore, if one of them falls, the one will lift him up. His companion. But woe, he that, but woe to the one who falls when there is not one to help. There is not another one to lift that person. Have you ever seen somebody with great qualification, with great big money, with great education, and that person falls and there is no one around? There is no wife around, there is no children around, there is no friend around. Ah, oh my. And that's happening every day. The reason why that happened, that person never think about that he or she will need another. Or the person may have ignorance, saying that, well, I have money, I have plenty money, I have plenty knowledge, I have plenty educations, I don't need no one. I don't need anyone. I can take care of my own self. But no, the self cannot take care of his own. Oh, that's why that God created Eve for Adam as a companion. So companion is wonderful to have one, especially the great one. So even the less, the least. it's good to have one. But some people, because of their assets, because of what they have, they think that they don't need anybody. But no, baby. If you sick, you cannot help your own self. If you fall, you cannot help your own self. You need someone else to kind of say, hey, darling, are you okay? How may I help you? Can I help you? I want to help you because it seems like you need help. But some people never see it that way until it's too late. But if it is too late, you may find some good Samaritan like me. You may find some good Samaritan like me. Say, okay, I know what you did, but I'm going to do it because of God. But some people will not pay you any attention at all because you did not think about tomorrows. You think you had it all. You has it all by yourself. You don't need anybody. But no, it is not how teamwork work. Teamwork work together in harmony, in one accord. They support each other. They focus together. They focus together. I mean, when one fall, they all of them try to reach the one that is false. So it is important that you take good care, take good care of your teamwork. Some leaders, I'm not talking about you. If there is any leader, listen to me there. I'm not talking about you. I know you are a great leader, wonderful leader. But it's not all leaders have the same perspective. So the one that is not quietly see things the way it should be. So you may learn something. So how it goes that a leader, if you are a leader, you have to learn to embrace each other in your group and acknowledge them and bring forth the beauty that is within them because you are much more ahead. Your level of education, your level of knowledge is much more ahead. Although sometimes they may not know how to perceive you, how to acknowledge you, but it will come gradually. It will come gradually, or just kind of teach them so the way they must act. So try to keep them, try to nourish them, try to bring the best into them. That's and it's some leaders. They think that, well, look at you. You just from overseas. You're not even an American, or you're not even wherever you are, uh, you teaching. You're not even one of our nation. Why should I give you the best? Why should I treat you the best? Why should I give you all the keys? No, back up, go in the back. But no, baby, you are there to make a difference. And one thing a tutor or a teacher must know, the way you treat that student, the way you impact that student, wherever you may be, that student will never, never, never forget you. And if that student have the opportunity someday, someday, even a good thank you or even a reward, that student will bring forth to you. But some tutor, some teacher always kind of, it's not the ineffective teacher, because an effective teacher knows that he or she's job to do. I know what I want to do. I know what I ought to do for you. And regardless, I'm going to do it for you. But some of them, they hold back. They hold back. It seems like they want to help you come out. They don't want to help you come out. If they help you come out, they might think, oh, how she thinks she's gonna be? Is she gonna beat me up? Is she gonna way ahead of me? Or what's she gonna do? I mean, they have all kind of misconceptions. So if you are a leader, if you are a teacher, if you are whatever your job is in teaching, do your very best to make that impact all day way, irrationally, Do it all day way. I don't know what I'm doing it, but I think it's my job, but I'm going to do it anyhow. Do it regardless. Pour it out, you know? Pour it out. But some people, mm-mm. But, well, if it is how you want to see it, what is the, what do you want me as the student, or what do you want other people, or the school you were present, or the organization that you were present, what do you want them to remember you for tomorrow? Was she a good teacher? Was she a wonderful teacher? Was she a wonderful leader? What kind of impact he or she has made? What kind of the impact? Because your great impact will never erase. Your wonderful impact will always remain. Yes, it will always remain. So it is very important to know. Well, sometimes it's cold. You find yourself going to teach anyhow. Well, as you're already out, it's cold or it's hot. As you're already out, be willing to do your best. Be willing to give your best out. Because you never know what tomorrow will be. Tomorrow will be the last day. Would you like to be remembered that day? The job that you've been gone, but would you like them to remember you for the great job you did in that bad day, in that cold day, in that hot day? And the student gonna say, "Oh, I remember so and so. She was the greatest teacher. She was the best teacher. He was the best leader. I remember his last day, what he told me, what he teach me, what he did." Is if it is the same way you treat them bad, they might say it bad too. They might say you treat them bad. So as you are out to perform your job, so it is the best to do with all you have. You know, do it with all you have because you never know. I mean, am I be able to coming back tomorrow? You never know. You may not because tomorrow is never promised. Sometimes you have great budget for tomorrow's. Well, you go to sleep and you didn't have a chance to wake up. So while you can do your best, do your best. Ignorance will never bring you success. Ignorance always decrease you, diminish you. So don't use ignorance when you have to give and kind of uh, uh, rejoice. No, no, no. Don't rejoice yourself with the things that you are to do. No. There was a man that I know because of his past. Oh, anyway, I don't want to go there. But anyway, everybody have different characters, different integrity. So it is you are to know how you must deal with each individual. So don't think because of so and so. No, no, no. Just do it the way you supposed to do it. Do it the way you're supposed to do it. Because the person that you impact that person for a reason or for many reasons. You want to make that change. You want to make that transformation in that person for that person to stand tomorrow. You know, for that person to feel in tomorrow. So you have to do it in a way that person will be able to represent you tomorrow. That person will be able to feel in tomorrow because the way you impact that person. Mhm. You must impact that person in a way where that person will be able to sustain, you know. Therefore, therefore, you need to train that person in a proper way. Train that person in a proper way to emulate and to enhance as a good team. A good team is wonderful. There is nothing as beautiful as a good team. When you work in a good team, when you work in a good team, it seems like although it's raining, although it's sunny, although there is storm, but you feel like your day of work went beautifully. Where nobody is tired, too tired, where eh, where nobody is kind of overwhelming or kind of, you know, the job went flow, the job flow beautifully. And everybody finished to do their part and then they go home and then tomorrow you start another new thing. So it is great. It is wonderful to have a good teamwork. You need to work in harmony. In harmony, in one accord. So to work in harmony, but you have to know that every individual, they have different way of living, different way of manage things. But you as the leader, your job is never end. Your job is never end. So you have to just uh, even though you shut off your office, everybody goes home, but you as the leader, it seems like mentally your brain is still working because you know you're gonna go back to work tomorrow, you're gonna see them, you're gonna deal with them. So you have to kind of keep on working to see how you can keep up with the team because no matter how big your teamwork is, you as the leader, you are in charge. You are the head out. So you are the one who have to say, you are the one who have to stand, you are the captain. So you have to know how to do things way ahead. Do it way ahead in a way where in a way that when that job need to be done, you don't have to get too frustrated. You don't have to be too frustrated because you already know what you're supposed to do. So collaboration is very important because you need everything goes in collaboration. I found out that is my personal opinion. Empathy is a major. part in a teamwork when you are a leader or when you are an assistant leader, because you're dealing with a group of people. A group of people, we are not robots, we are human beings, we are people. Therefore, that we have feelings, uh, we have loved ones. Uh, you have to know as a leader who so and so is. Who so and so is. If so and so is a mother, if so and so is a father, or if so and so has parents, everybody have parents, you know. So empathy, you have to use empathy your empathy sometimes to find out how to deal with them, because empathy, can you imagine you have a wonderful mother, and that mother is is the backbone of your business. Backbone is someone that you need in your business. In so many ways, that person kind of, he or her place is there in the business. But if that person is sick, you know that person is sick. Or if that person husband, or if that person wife is sick, you as the leader, you have to have empathy for that person. Oh, so and so, I am so sorry. I heard your husband. I heard your wife. Or I heard that you were sick. I am so sorry. How can I help you? Well, that person may not need you to help, but that person kind of want a word from you, a word of comfort, a word of soulagement, you know, to let that person know that you cares. Some leaders, um, because they know they are leaders. They don't need the little down there. But you cannot function, you cannot remain a leader without them. You need them to remain a leader. Because what will that do? If you are a leader, you do not find job to keep up the leaders thing going. I mean, the leader is just in your brain, it's just in your head, whatever. But you need things, you need strategies to kind of touch, to kind of do, you know. But they are people, they are stuff, they are objects, you know, that's how it goes. But that's when you need people, you need objects, you need everything that's keep you going as a leader. Oh, because I'm a leader, I'm superb. I'm superb. Well, yes, you are in some sort of way, but you need the little ones. You need things that is keep on you going as you are a leader. So it's very important to use empathy when you hear someone is sick, or when you hear someone involved in accident. You as a leader, what am I supposed to do? What I'm supposed to say? Should I send a card? Or should I send a word? Or should I just kind of stop and say a word with that person by the decks? I mean, a leader needs so many structure to remain as a leader. It's just the name, the title that you need for everyone to know that he or she is a leader. But it's what you're gonna do to the people that you are dealing with. To anyway, I don't want to go too deep. I was just kind of talk about teamwork briefly. So let me keep on moving. I almost finished. I almost finished. So empathy. Imagine yourself as a leader. Okay, forget about them, your teamwork, but imagine yourself as a leader being sick. We all gonna get sick sometime. We all gonna involve in something unexpected somehow. Imagine yourself you are a leader. You've been out of work, you got a bad cold, or you got involved in an accident, or your wife or your whatever one, you got a problem where your presence cannot be at the office where you used to be every now and then. And then You miss many days or a couple of days. You didn't go to work, and then you just shows up. No one cares to even ask you, "Oh, Mr. So and so, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. What happened? Yeah, we miss you. What happened? We didn't see you." You will feel like totally insignificant. You will feel like totally being used. You will feel like, "Oh, I'm gonna shut that office. I'm not gonna come back anymore." But you may think, well, because they are insignificant, because they didn't have the quiet clean knowledge they supposed to have. They should stay and ask me what was going on. But you may stay, or you may just give it up because you see like they being used you. I mean, they just use you as a piece of object. Because how come you being sick? How come you being there for them and then for them just ignore you like that? You will feel like inadequate. So I don't know. But the same way you have to see it that way, you have to see it that for them too. If someone got sick, what should you do? What you supposed to do as a leader? The same way, it's kind of reverse both ways. The way you want it for you, it's the same way you have to do it for them too. For instance, if someone if someone make a sacrifice for you, a big sacrifice, you already know, oh, it's not supposed to be the way it is. I know you did it. It's just a sacrifice. Would you say thank you? Will you show empathy, or you just kind of give it up? Just anyway, I don't even care. You did it. I didn't ask you to do it. You did. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Well, you may see it that way. You must do it that way, but it is totally unpolite. I mean, as a leader, you have to cover and cover and cover and work in a beautiful way, many ways. Sometimes when you're least expected it or when you don't feel like to do it, but as you are present a leader, sometimes it's just a simple act. Thank you. I see you. Thank you. I see you next time. We'll talk another time. I don't know. Empathy takes a major role, play a major role in the teamwork because you want to have a team that is flourishing every day, where everybody in a good mood, where everybody knows what they're doing, everybody have a sense of humor, you know where everybody have a great sense. But you are the one has the leader or your assistant leader to kind of brings everything and blend everything together or kind of keep things flowing. And that is the reason why you have to do what what you should do. Don't put too much in a way where you cannot concentrate in the things that you should be concentrate, because you need to be concentrate. But if you have too much, that was the reason why that Moses screamed out, say, "Oh no, this is too much for me to do." And Jesus said, "I understand, Lord. Say, I understand. Okay, bring me those people." So you have to manage. You have to have a plan. So that's how it goes. Because you want to have an effective teamwork. A teamwork that is warms. You don't want like a cold teamwork where everybody got upset, where everybody got a cold war. When they see the leader comes around, they feel like to run away. They don't want to kind of linger around to kind of embrace the leader or kind of talk to the leader, but they kind of shy away from the leader. As long as they see the leader is coming, they shy away. They just kind of take off. But a great leader, you have to allow everybody to talk to you. You don't want to put yourself in a high house where everybody's scared to talk to you, where everybody has to scared to ask you question. No good. It's no good. You don't want that happen. You don't want that happen. You know, a leader always have a whole lot to do. And that is very important that you have assistant. Assistant. Don't think that you're gonna do 20 things in your own. Well, if you want to do 20 things on your own, go ahead and do it. You must have assistant to help you manage things. So there are things you're supposed to do as a leader, but you send your leader, you send your assistant to do it. It's as well that you are. It's as if that you are the one who just did it. Your assistant is you, represent you. So I cannot go, but I send my assistant. I cannot say it, but I send my assistant. That's how it's supposed to be. Because if you don't do it that way, you may lose a whole lot of things. And you do not have a great organization too, because if you have to act some funny ways, no, 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 because we need each other. That's how we call it team. That's how it called team work. Have you ever imagined team? Have you ever seen team as a miss? You know, they there. You can. I mean, they kind of blend together. Miss. I love watching them. Miss. They kind of there. I am with you. I am with you. You don't see me. You don't feel me the way you're supposed to see me, but I am with you. So that's how it goes. Because you don't want things keep on lacking and lacking. You want things to flow. You want things to increase. So being a leader, you have teamwork. I mean, they from everywhere. They are different age. They are different nation. But teamwork is a team where it's kind of enterprise. Where the team, the leader, uh, you have a big has for instance you have a factory, or you have a taxi company, or you have a church. uh it's not about taking all the time. It's not about taking, but sometimes you need to give. For instance, communication goes both ways. uh that person says something and that person respond, and that person says something and that person respond. But if you have to keep on talking or keep on giving without receiving, I mean, you will fade up. You will become discouraged. You will not want to remain, because you keep giving away. Well, it seems like the other part, something wrong with the other part. The other part keep receiving, but don't release anything to you in a way to feel that I hear you, I got you, I receive it. I mean, you being releasing, giving and giving, you feel like, oh, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. It seems like the thing keep falling in a hole. And then you feel like, oh, I don't even want to do it anymore because I don't get anything back. So you need to receive. The same way that you release, you need to receive. Because if you keep on giving without receiving, you're gonna collapse. The people who are there in the teamwork, I mean, they need something from you as the leader. They need something from you. There will be a time you have to know, and you have to call them by their own name. So and so, you may never know how much I appreciate you, how much I appreciate your effort. How much I'm so proud of your effort. It seems like you learning, you growing, you're making progress. Oh, that person kind of enjoyed knowing that you acknowledge me. I didn't know you acknowledge me. You make that person feel good. The fact that you stop to acknowledge that person. You take a minute to acknowledge that person. So with that acknowledgement, you make that person, you give that person desire, you empower that person in a way to keep on doing more and more. But if you never acknowledge that person, man, what do you think you are? That person just leave you. And not only that person leave you as individual, and that person kind of break up everybody in the organization, telling everybody how gross you are, how bad you are as a leader because you mistreated him badly. So it is very important to appreciate everyone's effort, everyone's work, because they create time to come, they create time, or some of them they spend money to come, but you have the things that you cannot say to them, you cannot do to them, have your assistant say it. Have your assistant do it. That is, it's very important that you have an assistant. You probably have something you cannot do for some reason. I don't know, you know, but let your assistant do it. Let your assistant do it. So therefore, you let things flow the way it should. Acknowledge. In another way too, that was in the teamwork part. But in the leader part, as I said previously, a leader is a father of many. So sometimes it's depend of the leader, depend of who that leader is. Some leaders, they are Christian, they have different kind of love. They have agape love, a love that is they truly love you. They will do anything to help you. They will do anything to help you without anything in return. It feels like they think that they kind of know that I am Jesus in some sort of way. I love you. I adore you. I want to make an impact. I want to empower you. They do and they do. Some of them, they go so low to impact you. But you have to know they are leaders. They deserve respect. They deserve to be loved. Don't think you're going to take advantage of them because they put themselves so low to impact you. No, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. And you cannot be grow. You cannot be increased because you mistreated them. You have to know leader is a leader. You are not there to compete with them. You are not there to make them feel inferior. You are not there to make them feel less. What they know, they already know it. In fact, they are already ahead of you in so many ways, in so many aspects. So you have to know how I'm supposed to talk to my leader, how I'm supposed to embrace him, how I'm supposed to comport myself, how I'm supposed to behave, because he's a leader. Although he make himself or she make herself in a way as a mother, low, lower, low, go low and low, low. Sometimes they kind of lay down. They allow you to go. They allow you to go in the shoulders to kind of boost you to go higher. But you are the one who have to know. They are not your really your own mother. They're just like a spiritual mother, a spiritual father. They are there to help you. But you must know how to acknowledge them. You must know how to respect them. You must know how to Comfort yourself. If they say something that you do not like, either you stay or you just go. Go anyway where you don't have to show your imbecility, your weakness, or where you don't have to show yourself you extremely gross. Gross in a way you respond to them badly. You go, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. It was nice to be here, but I'm no longer here. I'm no longer gonna be here. Although it's painful, but you kind of show yourself in a way that I'm not that stupid. I'm not that gross. Although it's painful, but I'm not gonna allow that kind of make me act in a way I shouldn't be. So always respect your leader. Your leader is your leader. So it is good. It is good. So, you know, a leader, a leader, a leader already sometimes it's a process for them to keep on going and going. But most of the time, the leader already have pretty much what they need to survive. They already know, they already mature enough, they already have some certain things kind of, they're deep, they're strong in many ways. But you as a team, don't put yourself in a way like you are so much more than your leader. In that case, you're not gonna be there for a long time, you're not gonna learn, you're not gonna grow. So as I said previously, that humble yourself and respect your leader, respect yourself. Be there, be there in a way that you can be improved. So you are not there to go against your leader. No, no, no. And your leader is not there to go against you. He is there to empower you. So with that being said, that work in a way that you has a teamwork so you can be increased, and know that you always need a leader, because the platform that you need to be, you cannot go there by yourself. You need to be molded, and you need the leader to teach you the path. So may this video be a blessing to you. You know, may you learn something from this video. It's something that you can share with your friend, your coworker. So I see you next time in another video. God bless you. Bye bye.